and welcome back to my Forever World. It is day 5 of turning an entire island over there into a desert. Before I head over there, I'm going to stock up on some firework rockets, and I'm going to grab a few shulkers of sand from my sand farm, just over here. And I'm going to head over, and I'm just going to crack on with getting on with it for today. I want to get a little bit more done. I laid out some lines. I did a little bit of off-camera work. Oh, mostly just repairing beaches. I'll take 5 shulker boxes. I don't think I'll go through all of them today. But let's head over there. At some point today, I will probably need to repair my elytra and my shovel. Look at that, just loading in there. It's just, there's so much desert already. I'll see last time we started off on the other side of the island. I'm going to continue doing that section today first, I think. I did go through and clear out all of the empty shulker boxes, so all the ones here are full. But I do have a lot of repair work to do on the terrain in the middle of the island, which I'm hoping to start cracking on with today. Let's just stock up on this. So off camera I did a little bit of repair work to these beaches, sort of brought them back up to cover up all of the sandstone. So I did all of this, brought them up to around here. I filled in this used to be an open cave. I also made a start on this side. I've repaired up to this pillar with sand. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth out the terrain here a little bit. And I'm just going to cover all this with a layer of sand. And then when we get further inwards and to the back, I'll start sloping it up. As long as everything is above the sea level, Y63, I'm happy. Probably end up filling this in. We'll turn this into a little sort of oasis area. Same thing with this little lake over here. And they can both be parts of the island. Obviously the temple's going to be over there, so this part isn't really going to interfere with it. And then over here we'll just steadily slope it up. I did a little bit of repair work to the terrain here. Obviously I brought all this up. This was a lot further down when I streamed this the other day. But I'm going to replace all of this with sand. And then I'll see here I'll have to bring up the terrain a little bit. But I put a line over here. Where was it yesterday? Here it is. Put a line over here. So this is where I want to get up to at the very least today. So it's a nice big chunk of terrain. So let's just come down here and make a start. We'll do the usual, start on the coastlines, work our way up. I filled this in as well. I did that yesterday. But now it's just a case of replacing all of this with sand. And we'll slowly work our way up the terrain. The more we do, the easier it will become. Obviously at some point I will have to worry about the beacon range. Oh, is this okay, this is pretty sure a path straight to a geode. So I can cover most of this up. Make this look a little bit nicer. Something like that. In fact, what I might do is how far away is... I mean, we're at the beach here, so it's not really that bad, but we are quite far away from any beacons. We're at this side of the beach. 3, 4, 5. Put one there as well. And I think most of this beach is completely just barren and destroyed. See, this sand obviously went quite quite a ways up there. But I can start to like fill in some of the terrain here where the sand should be. I'll sort of slope it up. I'll have to fill in all of this as well. I don't really see the point in covering it all up because it's just putting one layer over it versus like 2 or 3. It's not really going to save me that much time. But filling up layers like this, just bit by bit, is the way I was doing it before when I was off stream, so that's probably the way I'm going to continue today. So obviously there's sand here, and then this goes up, so bring this out by a little bit, and then slope it in like this. That doesn't need to come in all this way, does it? I just want to make sure that all the sandstone is covered up on the beaches and all of the dirt is covered up on land. In fact, what I might do is figure out where this line goes over here and just do it right the way to the, yeah, see, we're miles away from the beacon over there. So I am going to want to bring this beacon forward. Maybe on top of here somewhere. So if I start replacing the top here, I can then move the beacon to be directly on top of it. See, there's a couple of cave entrances that need to be covered as well. Still going to be vines here and there from the dark forest that was once here. If I just do this couple of layers right at the very top of this little hill, and then I can build the beacon on top of it. And then we'll have haste, so I can finish the line across and then we can start working. I think I'll start on the other side because it's easier to do terrain that isn't damaged. And then we'll work our way in. But yeah, that can stay. I'm going to try and round the corner, but more natural if the terrain isn't rounded everywhere. I can always come through and make it look nicer later on. Do this, sleep, do one more layer, and then replace that beacon. In fact, what I will do is I'll grab an iron ingot from here just in preparation for putting the beacon on top of this hill. For now, I'll just continue this around. I am going to want to fill in some of this. As long as this cave gets covered up. In fact, I'll fully fill it in, and then I could just replace the dirt again afterwards. I know it's the same thing, just, you know, placing blocks just to break them again, but it gives me a feel for what the terrain's going to look like. As usual, mobs are getting in the way. If we do something like this, that's better. Then this cave's fully covered up. There are a couple more caves inside this little hill, I'm pretty sure. But if I have to light things up or cover them up, I will do that. I can put this on there. Do all this, and then once this layer is done, I can move that beacon a couple more blocks this way. I guess a plus of getting all of this dirt and grass is I can use it to fill in the broken terrain toward the center of the island. Right, sweet. So we've got a little strip here. So let's come down here and get rid of the beacon. We did all of this end of the beach, yeah, not yesterday, day before. I think my next stream on this world's probably going to be something a little different. Maybe raiding end cities, or something to do with collecting resources like diamonds. Maybe another ancient debris stream. I've done 2 or 3 of those now. think I've got all of them. So let's come up here and put the beacon as far this way as I can. Pretty sure that would reach. It's not going to reach all the way down there, but I can move the beacon again later on. So do this side of the beach first. I don't want to place it down there, but okay. So let's get our beacon on here and get some haste 2 going. Haste 1, haste 2, done. So there's another cave entrance down here, look. In fact, I think this was a creeper blast. It looks more like a creeper blast than anything else. But I did have a lot of those when I was getting rid of the entire island freeze. There we go. As that terrain is now repaired. I think this is another example of a geode. Something like that. That's it. The grass is going to grow, but I'm going to destroy all of that grass and replace it all with sand. There's another. Oh, this is the beach. The future beach, the soon to be fully desertified beach. This is where we're going to try and get up to today. Get rid of the vines, stop them from growing. So I want to get all of this done today. We'll start by coming back down here. Work our way back up. Right on the very edge there, we are still just out of range. We'll work our way around all of this. Anything that's like an overhang has got to go. Because unfortunately, sand is a block with gravity. Hide the diamond from everyone. It's actually Samir, it's a name that I picked back in 2017 when I was streaming on Twitch, and I very quickly gave up This is... I made this account back in 2017 and I just picked Hide the Diamond. I don't know why. I just felt like it was a cool name. But hide the diamond from everyone. This is why I like doing these beach hunts first, because they're so annoying to get all of these little cliff edges done. Right. How much further on this side is the sand? Okay, it's not that far. Tiny little bit of beach that was already there. Is this another geode hole? No. Didn't stand a chance. The more inland I get, the easier it'll get. Especially when I start doing these big areas like this. Oh, there's another cave. I'm gonna fully block this off. Bring it out to like here. And bring this out. There we go. I can come back up and replace it all with sand later on. I did initially plan for this to be like a 7-day project, but I have a feeling it's gonna overrun that by quite a lot. Depends how much I get done today, I guess. These beachfronts are the worst to terraform. I don't want you trident, I've got a farm for that, thanks. It did sort of up to here last time, didn't I? So when I get to doing these bits after the cliff, it'll be so much easier because I could just place a sand perimeter around it and then dig it out and fill it in within like a few minutes. Just keep telling myself the more sand I place, the less mobs are gonna harass me and get in my way. It's not like desert mobs are gonna spawn here. Almost up to the top for this little section. Right, finally we're starting to get to some flatter land to be quicker to terraform. And I can do this little flat bit here as well. When I come back I can just mine all this out and replace it all at once. Very slowly making a dent into this side. Do that little pocket of grass there afterwards, I think. Hey, dude. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. From last night, right? Let's do this little bit of... In fact, I'll do this whole thing here. I kind of want to do this a little bit of a curve. And I might as well get rid of the line. And then just put it back afterwards. From the UK. What about you? It's gonna be easier when we get to the sort of flat bit here, but then we've got to do the hilly terrain up there, which is gonna be a little bit more challenging. I can start work on this part here. In fact, I think I'm gonna bring that in a little bit. There's another cave to cover up. I think I'll just do this. I'll get rid of the vines. Just gonna stick a layer here. Put a layer on top. Wait. Oh, there's some dark patches. Let's grab torches and light it up. I have one torch. I need to empty out my inventory of junk as well. Right, we'll light it up first. Is the same cave? They're used to having an axe and using fire aspect. There's a water cave down there. It's like partially lit this cave up. It's not fully. I've already covered this side up. All that's lit up. All that's lit up. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is safe now. Let's continue. Stick a layer under here, and then I'll fill everything in from this point. I mean, this could just be sand, but I'll get a feel for, like, where I want the terrain to go. Maybe like that. Replace the rest of this with sand. Which I will need to fill up my inventory with again in a second, because I've only got like a stack and a bit left, I'm pretty sure. I think the real kicker is going to be filling this entire thing with things like dead bushes and desert grass. That's going to take a while to do. Pretty sure it's not a feature, but I would love to be able to bone meal sand to get dried bushes and stuff like that. Few bits left. And that's it. Full inventory of sand done. Put the torches back in here. Pretty sure I'm gonna fill up another shulker box full of grass, which I guess is a good thing because I can always put more to cover up the broken terrain. So we've got one empty shulker box here. Just put it there for now. Not much point going over there if I've got to sleep again in a second, so I'll just hang around here for a minute. Let's fly up and get a quick look. We've way past the halfway point, and now it's just bringing it all the way back to the center. Come on, let me sleep. And then I think I'm going to work my way back down to the beach from here, and then we'll come back up and do more of this level. So we'll go down from here and then we'll work our way back up afterwards. Slowly making our way down. There's just this little bit here that's going to be a bit annoying because there's lots of different exposed too high bits of dirt that I'm going to have to replace. After I've done this bit here, I'm going to fly up and see how the whole area looks. It's a whole one side of it done. When I don't pick up the blocks, how am I never going to despawn? I think that's everything done. Pretty much everything done. Just gotta get rid of you. And you. See how it looks from above. Oh, this beach is pretty much done. Yeah, I've done all of that so far. Now I can work on going up layer by layer, and it should be a little bit quicker. Do the sand perimeter, and then build straight on top of it. Do this entire section. Still got a bunch of sand to place down before I fill up my inventory again. Progress should be a little bit faster now I'm working on this terrain that's just a tiny bit flatter. Let's do this side. Does it go all the way to this side? It does. I'm gonna have to think about getting my shovel repaired soon. But that's just a 2-minute session at the Guardian farm and it'll be sorted right up. Oh, cave I've previously covered. Must just need a little bit of extra dirt to cover it up properly. There we go. Nice, there's a whole other big section done. And I'll do that as well. And I'll put one there so it's not super jagged. And then I can come back to this side and do the same for the next layer up. So once I've worked my way up to the top of this hill, I can then start repairing some of the beaches on the other side. I don't know if it's just because I'm feeling it, but I think that I'm definitely going a lot faster. Now I'm not doing the actual beachfront, and I'm doing like proper terrain work. Like each layer is probably taking me longer, but the fact that I'm repairing large areas at once makes it feel quicker. Oh, fall right into that cave. In fact, I'll finish this layer off around here. More vines. That where does the line start? I think it's here, right? build this out this way a bit. Oh, I appear to be completely out of sand. See, all this area here should be super easy. I'm just missing all of this terrain today. I might do some of it, like I might finish repairing the beach and stuff. And let's grab the rest of the shulker box of sand. Maybe nah, I don't think we'll need any more. At least for the time being, anyway. Shovel is probably going to last another half hour, tops. But let's finish this line off here. Just until I get out of range for that beacon, and then I can always move it toward this side of the island later on. And I've got all of this repair work to do. So this bit here should be relatively simple to do. But the more flat terrain is, the easier it is to switch over to sand. Okay, I think we're done with that layer. And then back here we were like halfway done with this one. Nice big flat area. It's super easy to do. And once I've done this bit here and repaired the hill, I'll start doing a bit more of that beach area. Go over here and just do these little bits. Little pockets where I can just replace big sections at a time. I've got this huge area here that should be super easy to do. Nice big chunk of flat land here. I think this is the final bit of land that's like super flat for the area. So I'll finish this off after I've slept. do it up to here, and then I can do the rest of this little strip afterwards. Surprised I've still got space in my inventory with the amount of grass I've still got this time round. I mean, to say we've done that side already is just this hill that I've got to do. I'd say I'm making decent progress today compared to yesterday where I just did the very, like, back end of this island. There's another section done. Well, we've only got 4 layers to go until we're right at the very top. Another cave I need to cover. Let's do that now. Yeah, looks natural enough. One idea I do have for a short is posting one of those "What's wrong with this image?" videos, and it's just going to be rain in the desert. Where was this cave? Have to place a bit more dirt to prop the sand up. There we go. Done and done. Oh, I'm out of sand already. That's neat. But yeah, we've almost done that little hill bit now. Get the dirt in here. The grass can go in here, and then the random odd job block can go in here. Another empty shulker box. I'm going to try and sleep. I don't know how close we are to night time. Not close enough by the look of it. Slowly make our way around to the other side. Finish this layer off and then head back to the bed and get some kit. Looks far better than it did a couple hours ago, that's for sure. Progress is progress. Right, let's get rid of the rain. Might maybe try and work on like this corner today as well. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have left once I've done this hill. I do need to work on the beach down there as well, actually. So I probably won't have that much time. One section at a time, we'll slowly get there. Go layer by layer up, and then the beach is going to be a bit different because I'm just going to be placing blocks to cover up the sandstone. I mean, so far, that used to be beach right at the very end. I've done all of this. But over the course of the last 5 days of just straight terraforming, I've done quite a lot more than I thought I would have done. I think the real difference maker is the reason behind the motivation to crack on with this. Like, now I have a desert temple build that I'm going to do in the center with some cool super secret stuff inside of it, which I'm not going to talk about right now. You know, now I've got that motivation. Rather than doing 5 minutes here and there, I'm like fully getting on with it. Obviously, apart from the middle section, which is completely ruined terrain-wise. Which I am still, even though I've got to do it in the next couple of days, not looking forward to. So we've only got a few layers to go up after this, and then this hill is completely done. Still got that little bit over there to do, and then I can repair the beach. Oh, another cave. As long as it's lit up and Endermen don't spawn, I am not fussed. I think I can get this little bit done right now, and then go back to the main part over here. There we go. And then when I go down layers again, I'll just have to repair all this, but there's a lot of flat land there, which will make it a lot easier. There we go. Final 2 layers of this little hill. Nearly nightfall again. can finish that hill in the next Minecraft day, and then work on maybe a bit of the lower terrain, maybe the beach. How much sand have I got? Yeah, I got a fair amount. Over here, yeah. So there's just one more layer left of this little hilltop. Still got these little bits here to do. Pretty sure all of this. Yeah, I can just use the dirt for reference as to where to place sand, and then that is this complete hill done and dusted. Right, wicked. Let's take a look. Minus the beacon on top, but yeah, wow. We've done all of that today, and then obviously the same on the other side. I guess for a little while I will just crack on with doing this beach. So the line comes down to here. Kind of want to do a little bit more than just this today. I guess I just start by using all the sand in my inventory to fill this area up to sea level. And then whatever sandstone is exposed, I just cover it up. Like I could just like build a cover over this with like a layer of dirt and then a layer of sand. But the effort required to do that, like put a layer of dirt in, light up underneath it, then put a layer of sand on it, it's just not, it's not worth it. It's easier just to mindlessly fill the entire area with sand. Up to whatever that point is there. Up to sea level at least. Oh, am I out? I'm out of sand already. Wait, was this one empty? No. The dirt in there. Bit here. Not even filled a single shulker box of dirt today, which is kind of nice. One less thing to worry about. I am going to take a completely full inventory of sand this time, just because I'm filling up an entire beach. So by the time I'm actually replacing anything, I'll already have plenty of space in my inventory. See, I've already repaired the beach up to that point. A little sand tower in the distance. Do this up to there, and then I'll put a line in of where I want to get this repaired to. There's a drown just chilling. Big chilling. So I only really want to repair up to like here, don't I? Well, I think it's gonna, because obviously this is like a proper hill, so I'm gonna have to place a lot of sand there. Let's fill this in for now. And this here is sea level. So I'm at least going to want to repair the beach up to this point. And then anything else will just be sandstone that I can cover up. Some of this repaired. All this beach that I once got rid of, and I used it in my Atlantis build. Be turtle. Oh, I missed. How much sand have I used? Okay, I've still got plenty left in my inventory. I want to do up to that line. I think I'm going to repair the beach up to like here maybe. And then that's a little bit of a head start for tomorrow. But I'll probably end up doing more, but at least for now, I'll repair it up to here. And then I can start replacing all of the dirt around it with sand. In fact, before I start replacing the dirt, again, I will repair my shovel to avoid any unfortunate breakage, which I had quite a lot of. I think I went through like 5 netherite pits, all with mending on, while I did my end portal, because I had to mine through not only the entire end island, I got rid of everything there, but also the actual portal itself was underneath a mountain, so I had to fully excavate the mountain. It was great for getting things like stone and deep slate, which I've used a lot of, but absolutely horrific for pickaxes. One thing I saw about the new snapshot is you can craft cobblestone and cobble deep slate straight from a stone cutter, which is huge for building. Like I don't have to worry about taking Fortune 3 anymore. I can literally just use it for mining ores. Anything past that point I can worry about later. I've only got this tiny section of beach left to actually repair, to be honest. But let's cover up all of this sandstone here. I need to do it in a way that makes sure it covers up the next layer as well. Oh, still a little bit here that needs to be covered up. And we just fill it in and repeat for the next layer until we've covered all of the sandstone up. Yeah, that'll cover that. And that is an entire inventory of sand. Done and dusted. I'm gonna have to grab a few more shulkers, I think. Get this filled in. A couple more layers of sand on here, and then I will repair my pick, well, not my pick, my shovel, and get a few more shulkers from the sand farm. Few little spots here, and then I think I just cover up all of this, build it around a little bit. There we go. And then we've got one more layer on top of this. And then that's that entire section of beach. Like, nearly repaired. Still got to do the bit where it goes up as well. Nearly forgot about that. It's all the sandstone covered up. So let's build a sort of crescent going around to like here, maybe. Fill it in, pile it up. Until we reach that Y level. So it all looks nice and uniform. Do I have to take any sand with me? No. I think I've got more than enough. Turtles are actually spawning here again, which is really good to see. It's just this bit here that's left. Let's do it from here to there, maybe? And then we'll just do something like that. Now that is all uniform, that's back in place. Yeah, and then I'll replace all of this with sand afterwards. And maybe I'll make a start on more of like this bit, maybe. See what we're doing for time. I've already been live for 2 hours, so we'll see. Right, I'm going to get rid of these 2 stacks of dirt with the durability I've got left, and then I'm going to repair all of my elytra and my shovel. I won't have enough to sand to fill this in completely, but I'll place what I do have. And then head to the sand farm and the guardian farm. And that's it, that's all the sand. One shulker left. I think it's probably easier if I just grab a whole bunch more. Let's see, we've got grass blocks. We could take some of these back, but I don't see the point. What I will do though is, how much shulker space have I got? Pretty much full. I'll take both of these empty shulkers with me. We'll do Guardian Farm first, repair our elytra and shovel, and pickaxe, because why not? And then I'll stop off at the sand farm. Let's go. Shovel first, elytra, then we'll do the pickaxe afterwards. Nearly done. Elytra's fully repaired. As soon as my shovel's done, I'll switch to my pick and then turn it off. There we go. Turn it off, any extra XP that I get can go toward my pick and my sword. Come on, nearly done. There we go. I don't think there are any other items coming up. So let's go to the sand farm. Drop a load of this. Drop these shulker boxes off. I'll fill them up after the stream. Put the empty ones in here with the rest. And then we'll grab another few of these. I might as well stock up on rockets while I'm here as well. Which I did fill up yesterday, off camera. Easy enough, just go to my creeper farm, go to my sugarcane farm in the end, convert a load of sugarcane into paper, fill up an entire box at once. this one's empty. Could have taken this to the shulker storage as well. It's very nearly night time, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my bed with me. I'll bring it back after the stream, just to save me flying backwards and forwards. Now I've got this little area to do. But just put the bed there for now. I will move the beacon if I have to. There we go. Moon is up, let's sleep. Now I've just got this whole area here to do. Still vines hanging around. But yeah, if I notice that my haste effect goes away, I will relocate the beacon. I've got a big flat area here to put it, so it won't be that much trouble. This isn't lit up. That's concerning. Let's fix it. Where was it? Just here. Enderman, no! The one thing I don't want to spawn. Fly up and despawn them wherever they went. And then I can fill this in. So it's not going to cause me any issues. What I'll probably end up doing is coming through this entire island. I've already done a few little sessions where I'll make a copy of the world that's creative, go into spectator mode, and literally find all of the little tiny pockets of darkness, all the little caves, and just light every single little one of them up. Wait. Oh, I do have the haste effect. I thought it went away then. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm far enough away for it to leave me. See how far I get with this layer, and then I'll move it if I need to. Nice big flat area here. Go away. Mobs in the way. All the time. I can get rid of this one block here. I'll try and get haste back again. I'll move the beacon in a second. Give me haste. There we go. Get out of the way. Silly sheep. I'm going to do this without haste. And then I'll move the beacon to do like this corner bit here. A nice big bit of flat land. I can now completely get rid of the grass on. Big piece of flat land. I didn't realise how much of a big stretch this was, actually. I might have to run back and get more sand after this. That's all of the dirt removed from that area. It's not quite late enough to sleep yet. There we go. Moonrise. Me sleep. Oh, well, I'll just put the beacon on this bit here. That way I can get both sides of this little mound of dirt sorted at once. Good. How much inventory space have I got? Not really enough. Let's throw out the wool and the mutton. Yeah, that's your friend, mate. Stop getting in the way and I won't keep destroying you. Couple of iron blocks dotted around. I think I've got everything. Yeah. Build a brand new beacon over here. Grab a piece of iron to power it. And then I think we just work our way up this bit of land here. Little bit of beach over here that needs doing. And then this is pretty much where I want to be up to. Not really got that much left that I wanted to get done today. Which is great, that's a sign of progress. layer by layer, work our way up. Not much left. Do the other side in a little bit. Get all this done first. And after this, I think it's just one more layer of this side, right? Yeah, just one more layer. And then we are done. Still got that little bit left to do over there. Oh, I can't wait. I am so close to 0 passive mobs spawning on this entire island. Out of sand. I mean, that looks so much better. this up as well, so I'll need to take that to my shulker box farm. Not my shulker box farm, my storage system. Take it to my storage system, cycle it through. These last little bits on this side done. Let's check, see if we've done everything on this side. Yep. That is a lot more than what was there yesterday. And on this side. Perfect. Just got these last little bits here to do. And then anything else I do today is bonus. Right, there we go. We have done everything that I wanted to get done today. Still got 25 minutes left, so I guess let's come over here and start doing more of this side. I think I've fully repaired this beach. Yeah. Go back over to here. Do this bit. These little bits here. Wait, I'm out of range. I'll have to move that beacon again, aren't I? Yeah, we'll move this beacon further in. In fact, I'll empty my inventory first. And grab an iron ingot. And then we'll shift this beacon closer to where we're working. Nearly there. And done. So let's just shift this all the way over here. And say build it like right here. And then this should last for the rest of today and probably a little bit of next stream as well. Let's sleep and then I'll shift our bed. But I've got just enough time to send it back over here. Now I can finish doing this with haste. I think I'm going to leave this terrain as it is. The little valley there. Oh. That's, not ideal. this little bit here done. Yeah, so what I'm going to do over this side is, instead of like properly repairing the terrain, I'm just going to build up and then see what looks good. So just cover all this up. And then obviously I've got little tiny valleys and stuff inside here as well that need to be sorted. So from this grass layer I'll start replacing it, but here I'll just start covering things up. Do it to like there. Repaired most of this beach off camera. So all of this was meant to be here. So it's a lot easier to sort of replace. For some reason I thought it was becoming nighttime. I guess I was wrong. to get in there. Get this little bit done as well. Repairing all this is going to take absolute boatload of time. I think that yellow bar was where I wanted to get up to a couple of streams ago, but I ended up bailing on it and doing the other side instead. Let's do down here. Yeah, that bit's nice and done now. I mean, I've done a lot, but it doesn't feel like I've done a lot. I guess I did most of it over there. Start work on this layer here, where I can replace another big section. Will I go for a bit longer today? I'm kind of feeling it. I do have other stuff I need to get done. Oh, I missed these bits off. Yeah, I could do the rest of that another day. Getting very close to all of the broken terrain now. Which, I mean, next time I do a stream of this, it's kind of unavoidable at this point. I have to start repairing it. It's such a big job. Oh, out of sand again. see. I need another shulker box full of spare / junk items. It's another section done. I want to try and bring this down to this sort of body of water here. I get rid of all this floating dirt. Because this was all originally in a cave, I'm pretty sure. Let's line this. With a layer of sand. And sort of surround this how I want it to flow. This needs to come up. Like here. And then there's one little pond. And then another one over here. Also goes into a cave. And this is gonna have to be covered with dirt as well. And then the rest of this can be sand. Which I guess I can make a start on filling up now, right? Oh, there's another little hole to a geode. So because I'm going to fill most of this with sand for this layer, I think I can get away with filling the underneath all of that with dirt. So let's just grab, fill up our inventory with dirt, and then fill in this bottom bit. Down here. Wait, where is it? Oh, this is a completely different water pool. Oh, it was here. So I can fill all of this layer in with dirt. and grass. Same thing for over here. That can just be fully covered up. Or I could fall in, that's another option. This entire layer here can now be filled in with sand. Stood up to that point there. Still got this bit to do as well. I think because it's a cave it'll be slightly different. But do you know what? I don't like it. I don't like having these pools of water here. I don't know what it is. It feels odd. I think maybe because they lead to caves, that's why it feels weird. I don't know. And then there's no point really covering this with anything. I can just fill it all in. Goes up a couple of layers, but that's fine. I kind of want to bring this sand layer up a little bit. So like that. Get rid of this little bit of dirt here. all that's going to have to go. Yeah, if I bring the sand up to this layer and then extend this out a little bit, then I'm on par with like the ground level. Gonna have to be brought up again there. Let's fill in this sand here. And then I want to bring it up again another layer. Maybe here. Like that. So all of this in here can come up by another layer. I'll fill all this in for now. If I need to replace any with sand later on, I can. I'll bring it up to this part up the top. I think this is kind of like an island. So if I bring this around, I know I'm going to be changing it to sand in a second. I do something like that. Let's fill all this in, and then I'll change the grass back. There we go. That looks alright. Now it's like closer to this terrain here. Now all of that can be replaced. I did repair quite a lot of the terrain work on this side. So for this it is mostly just replace what's there. think I'm gonna finish doing this little bit here, and then I'm gonna call it for today. I've done more than planned to, by quite a bit. I think I can get rid of most of this dirt mound. Bring it back to like here. That looks a bit more natural. Yeah, I completely done up to that line that I set myself. I'm not going to put one in for the next time I do this because I think it's just going to be much like what I'm doing now, which is just doing it bit by bit and seeing how much I get done. Whether I get a little bit done or a lot done, it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, I've done this hill, I've done the other side of this hill. I did the entirety of this hill up to that line, repaired some of that beach, still got to repair this beach, and then let's just start work on this giant bit here. Good couple of days left to go yet, but I'm hoping with the beaches almost fully repaired, it's just gonna be a case of maybe one day I do all of this side, and then another day I do all of this, and then we'll be fully done. Hopefully another 2 or 3 streams doing this and I'll be finished. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you very much for watching. Off camera, I'm probably going to AFK my sand farm and maybe do a little bit of groundwork here just to clear it up a little bit. But I won't do too much. But yeah, thank